Hiya Twirly Pops and Happy New Year. Welcome to the superior sequel to my Christmas haul. The one where I open up the Christmas tree. Finally. Week after Christmas. So bring in the children. This will make sense later on. But you know, the more the merrier to this party. Well, I suppose in order to go see all this, we can zoom out to 0.5 zoom. Ignore the water bottle and the box of sewing threads and stuff. That just always sits there. So this is my new Frankie doll. Frankenstein. You don't really need to watch the unboxing video to know anything about that. Other than, she might be a relative of Sanji and there could be a potential stop motion sometime in the next year. Should be easy enough to film on my table. Desk here. Just gotta get the forest backdrop up and then, I don't know, just pretend this wood grain is forest, because I don't think I can fit my grass mat on here. It would take up so much space and then I wouldn't be able to put anything else on it. Anyway, that's a distraction from opening this, because who wants to listen to me ramble when we can open this damn box already? Okay, let's see. How is this going to open? Well, I guess first of all, it's got a pretty thing on the side. That's just words of no importance, and then it doesn't say anything. Okay. So, gotta open it up. I know this opens because I picked at this. Okay, I'll turn it this way. Is this still a box? Oh no, it is. Okay. There, I've folded back that flap so we can actually see inside. This feels like it wants to unfold, but it's still folded into these sides, so it's fine. Okay. What is this? A piece of paper? Don't want to look at that. Okay. I guess I'll take out these side things. Ooh, little tiny things. Looks like a garland of pearl-looking things. Some snowflakes. Merry Christmas. Some ribbons. What is this? An adhesive sticker or something? Is that for sticking it on a table or something? Don't care. Are these the tiny little bubbles? Oh, they are. Got pink. Is that potentially blue? Or silver? And that's blue. That's like very pale blue. Green. Odd choice of colors. Oh, here's some more. Okay, this looks blue, red, kind of goldish yellow. Purple. The like lilac purple or lavender. Can never tell the difference. Because I think lilac's a more pinkish version of lavender. Oh, look, the tree. Okay. Alright, we got all these needles and then this little puck thing at the bottom, which is like burlap or something. We're going to unravel that in a moment. I even got it over there now. Oh look, another piece of paper. What is this? Looks like a list of stuff that's in it. Oh look, what's in the box? Duh. If you just looked at it long enough to read it. Shining instruction. Well, I wasn't done looking in there, so it's kind of ruining the surprise. Okay, and it's telling me to decorate it in junk. Control lights. Okay, whatever. Oh look, we got little presents. Looks like some squishy foam covered in some paper. And a little string. Which I guess I'll take out too. I mean, I'm taking everything out. Just kind of dumping it. Jingle bells. Got red, blue, green, pink, gold. We'll keep that away for now because it's kind of noisy. Ooh, bows. Ooh, this one's a cool ribbon. Oh, like an actual bell. Some other little charm-looking decorations of stockings and such. Okay, that's another present, just a different color. Oh. We got lights. Tiny little fairy lights. That's cool. Big presents. Ooh. Christoph would love this. It's rainbowy. Is this called iridescent? I wouldn't know. Like, shiny. Wait until he finds out this is just a block of, like, styrofoam or something covered in paper. Like, no, Christoph, you can't open up. There's nothing inside. Wait, this one's also kind of shiny. Ooh. So this is way better than unboxing the other things I got. This is more fun. Ooh, they're all shiny. Did I show the red one? This one's kind of boring because it's all just red. Because this one is like, you can see gold in there. Yeah, it's more like refracting rainbows. Okay. And now it's empty. Except for like, what, pine needles? Oh, it's just like our real sized artificial tree. You always gotta vacuum up all the pine needles. Move that box. Tree. Okay. Move the camera up some. Ooh, look how tall it is. Okay, Macy, can I use you? Alright, let me use my vision outside of the camera so I can actually see what I'm doing so I don't knock something over. Because I really don't want to knock over my cardboard backing here. So the dolls are kind of leaning up against it anyway. Well, this headband isn't really that strong. Put that to the side. Whatever. Okay. Do a little pose, Macy. I said a... Look at that. It's... Her feet are not actually flat because she's like a really weird swim Barbie from like a decade ago. But you know, the tree's as tall as her. Whatever. I'm putting her shoe back on because these are her felt slippers that I made that don't have backings because they were like an Ugg boot pattern from my Froggy stuff, but I didn't put a backing on it. But I should make one so they can actually stay on better. Okay. No, we can't be fun. We can't have her unfurl at the tree because it's not gonna work. I guess I'll work from the bottom. This is like the equivalent of like a singular branch on like a human-sized tree. Which is probably kind of what it is, really. My gosh, it is shedding. Damn. Yeah, no wonder it wants a sticky thing. It's so wibble wobbly. Honestly, maybe sticking it to the table would be good because I'm going to do stop motion. I guess as I'm unfurling this, I could tell a story about what I want to use this for. So, in episodes 6 through like 9, 10, take place in December. And during episode 6, which follows after Kristoff makes his reign in episode 4, because episode 5 was just as part 2 of like Love Children Eggs that was in episode 2. Because we needed to retcon more information for that. But anyway, episode 4, Kristoff makes he got kidnapped in episode 3 by the evil villain. And so he uses his hair in a potion with some magical like stardust water. And it makes rain from Dreamland. He summons the rain from Dreamland with his ocean-kissed hair, and it rains everywhere, like across the whole state. The storm travels around the whole state over the night. And so everyone's got this, like... In Dreamland, there's, like, 5 oceans, and, like, one of them is, like, knowledge, or chaos, or something, and other ones I don't remember, but, like, chaos is what he summons. And so, that can't be good. Just Dreamland water doing whatever the heck it feels like because Kristoff summoned it with his rain hair. His hair rain potion thing. And so in episode 6, everyone's like freaking out about it. And the whole premise is that like the school doesn't know who did it. And it's like a mystery. And Kristoff's like panicked. Like, oh no, everyone's going to blame me and I'm going to get in so much trouble. So during that, it's also, December. And so there's a good scene where they are decorating the tree. Because Macy is, gosh, my arm. I don't exercise. My muscles have just atrophied since quarantine. A lot of staying at home and lying around. So my arm is like, ew, why are you holding me up? This is in contrast to the 2 years of marching band I did, where all I did was hold my arms up holding my flute. I think this is unfurled enough. Okay, let me end this clip. I put the presents over there, and we can, open the bags. I'm gonna keep the bags, because they got the little snap zipper thing, so I can reseal it. Oh, Macy, you need your headband back, actually. Macy's really into holiday festivities and cheer, merriment and such. Which makes sense because she's like an artist. At least that's one of the things she does. Besides working at her husband's bakery. Because we never really made up what her career path was. But we do know she did finish college. She didn't like getting pregnant at 18, 19. She was 19 when Matthew was born. She didn't let that stop her. Should probably move the dolls. I guess since I've zoomed out, I can move them over. I could move the dolls to balance it out and have someone come over here and hang out with an electric girl over here. I don't care. She's not really friends with them right now. Oh no. String of burlap. Am I taking way too long to get to the point? Probably, but who cares? This is a separate video from my other one. So it can be as long and meandering as I want. Is this gonna make noise if I dump it out? It's now 6 a.m., 4 hours later. Right as I got this felt Santa hat, my sister woke up, so it got noisy for a bit, but now it's quiet. So I'm gonna dump all the bags out. I'll just do this as a time lapse. No, I don't want to keep my retainer box and clock over there. Alright, I got everything out. Except for the jingly bells, because those are too noisy. I don't want to clink. I don't want to jingle the bells constantly, so we'll just work with this for now. I guess these are lights. Yeah, maybe I should put these on first so that I don't have to maneuver them around all the ornaments, but also just, we don't need lights. Should probably figure out how to make them work. I figured it out. There's actually a tab. Whoa. So we got some plain white lights. They're not colored, which is superior, but you know. This is pretty bright. At least it looks that way on the camera. And this is with like lamplight. Ooh. No, I'll turn it off later. I don't feel like adding that on right now. I want to add all the pretty stuff instead. First we should do something like the garland, I guess, which appears to be these string of beads. Now, I actually have a decent amount of, you know, beads like this. Some of them have been cut into a string instead of a necklace. So I could change up the color, but for now we'll just put this on. We're going for as quick as possible, not for anything that looks nice, because once I make a stop motion for it, that'll be when I make it look pretty and actually care. Right now it's just toss it on to get the gist across. Rubber band. Woo. Will it focus? And gold and silver. I swear these are two things. They are. For the gold. Hold on, come on. All right, loop this bend around. Start. Oh my gosh, this is too long. This is what you get for trying to wrap it up spiralized in a proper way. There, that's good. This is a very nice bow. And I think this could go on the top, because it seems special enough for that. These two little bobble beads are kind of stuck together. Don't care about untangling that, so we'll just hang you up in tandem. That'll work. see how cold I can get this one on. Alright, that worked. Better since it has more space. It's not tied to another thing. Are you even focused on the tree? I'm gonna have to restring these with longer threads because I just popped it open. It's a thin, small loop. Oh no, this is a big mess. Oh gosh. Oh, it's like zip tied or something. This counts. Oh, these little ones have holes, but they don't have any string in them, so I'm gonna have to get a string and tie that on, because this is gonna fall off. However, I can throw on some bows, and those will probably rest on just fine. I'll make sure we spin it around. Not that we're gonna see the back, you know. Real estate. No, stay on, please. Since I don't really have time to string these on at this moment, we can just go for these little charm ornaments. Got a stocking with like little bitty little stars. This is just gonna be a lot of me trying to refocus things. Okay, separate the piles. Apple. Lollipop question mark? Apple. A candy cane that's in red, green, and gold, I think. Isn't that what the backing of this is supposed to be? Candy cane. Little yellow circle. Stocking. Little Santa hat with some circles. Hat. Candy cane. Stocking. Oh, different one. Reef. Leaf. candy cane, stocking, reef, yellow thing, apple, hat, reef, another hat, and yellow thing. There's also all these like very thin, flimsy little shiny snowflakes. And I just found that there was actually a star. Looks like it's meant to be a topper. It's got a hole in it. We'll see if it fits. Gotta turn it around though. Carefully spin you around. Okay. And focus. I'm gonna get the hole oriented. Huzzah! So like sometime in December I gathered this back from the box of sewing stuff in the other room. This green and pink in places because I was gonna make a clown outfit for Kristoff based off of peppermint bark. Those are pepperminty colors, but never got around to it. However, what was originally in this bag before I added fabric was, you know, string. Which maybe this will fit. Well, these little strings fit just fine. I think this was like meant to be like a tassel or something because these always need to be looped around with this. Looks like it's a loop because it's been tied here. And this just pulled out for the center. And now I can just yoink the strings out and slot them through here and tie a knot, and then I'll have a decent sized thing to hang on. I've gone through the effort of stringing them. I'll just need to tie them up. And now there's just like a pile of string. I got one of these knotted so I can hang it up. Before I run out of time, the basic story is that Macy brings out the tree. Grace and Trace try to decorate it, but Trace climbs up the tree, knocking it over, which, you know, squishes Grace for a moment. And so Mariella has to come in and make sure she's okay because the wind gets knocked out of her. And Trace is sent to make Christmas cards. So she goes out to the backyard to the doll because she knows that a doll talks. She's the only one besides Joe who knows that. And it's like, we're gonna make Christmas cards. And so Natal is like, oh, so if I take some photos, I can be the best at Christmas cards and beat all the humans. And so she wants to beat the humans because she thinks dragons are superior. So they have a photo shoot with Natal and her egg to beat it out because baby photos always win. So it'd be like a baby egg versus baby Tobias against who's gonna win. And then Kristoff goes and decorates the tree. And before David gets home, because he's always grumpy when he gets home, so they wanted to get all the cheer done before then. And now the tree is done. Back in 2024, I made a Christmas video, crafting stuff, and I made these little pictures. They're too big for the tree, but they can be for the wall. Just the living room has a very big blank wall. So here's Matthew, and this is meant to be a snowflake out of glitter paper. Oh, here are the field pieces I used out of construction paper. I kind of colored in some gray in there. We got Floppy Jalopy what was the dog's name? Max from the Grinch. And then Ocean's the Grinch. Because she's kind of a clumpy teenager. Trish was just like, I like glitter. Let me just put a bunch of glitter shells around myself. Kristoff the crazy guy has got a star around him. And then I glued pom-poms and googly eyes. Yeah, the printer wasn't working when I printed them, so they're just very red. So this is a gingerbread house. Or maybe it's pumpkin bread, because it's very pumpkin orange and not really gingerbread. Here's some general photos. This is from Mark of the Fairies. You can see it's very red and weird looking. And I made candy canes out of air dry clay. As you can see, the colors are kind of just blobbed together. I tried to make a spiral, but it didn't really work. And I couldn't really shape it into anything because it just gets all crackly, breaks off. And these are, pine needles. Kind of the same thing here. This is Macy David, and that's Little Matthew. Also, I use it as Tobias because he's supposed to be born blue, but maybe he learns how to shapeshift into a human colored form. Because we had the idea that Raredrox would do that. They would have a dragon form, a human form, and then a mid-transformation form, which is where we get the colorful scales and the wings, tail, and the horns or spikes or other dragon features on their humanoid body. But then we had Sanji, and we're just like, she's just blue all the time. Whatever. Mid-transformation is just whether or not you just like to grow some wings and tails and stuff. So this is David and Macy, I think from episode 5, when they're kind of arguing about Kristoff and what to do with him. And I colored it, I guess, like candy canes, and here's my candy canes. This is probably from episode 1. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's the pies. gosh, Macy's face is completely blotted out. If it's the mood, David's currently going, I hate you. Or something. And more candy canes. Oh. Was this supposed to go on one of them? Because it came off. So this wraps up this Christmas tree video. Sometime next year I might get around. I guess this year. It's already 2026. Duh. Sometime in the year I might get the stop motion out. That depends on if I get my filming table back. Because it needs to get moved deeper into the room so my sister can't get to it. I don't think I can really fit the living room set up in here. I mean, I could, but it would take up my table, and then I wouldn't have my table for like a very long while, depending on how long it takes to film. And I kind of need my table for other things here. So, oh well. I will upload it as a mini, or just this like sequence of events, but then it will also be a part of episode 6, I believe, or maybe it won't. I don't know. We haven't finished it. There's a lot of stuff. There's a whole secondary plotline going on besides all that rain stuff. Thank you for watching. I would recommend watching my previous video drawing my Hudsonverse characters as LPS, because I like that video. And of course, you know, watch Hudsonverse or something. This is probably going to be my last video for a good while, because there is just not enough quiet hours in a day to... Oh my god, could you stop? Focus on me, stop flickering. There's not enough quiet hours in a day to film. Every video I keep having to stop and wait a while before it get quiet again. And I can't just wait around for days until the next quiet moment to film, because I'll never get anything done. See, what I need is several hours of uninterrupted silence, but I don't got that, so... No more videos. Anyway, bye.